What's going on, everybody? MVP Collectables, and today we have the Batgirl Premium Format Review by Sideshow Collectables. This is going to be the exclusive, and I will be reviewing this piece, letting you guys know what I think of it, showing you guys up close details, and all that shit. So let's get started. We will begin, of course, here with the art box, like I do for every review. This is the front. Nice clear image of the statue itself, along with the Sideshow exclusive sticker, because this will be the exclusive right there. The premium format. The side just has an image of Gotham outline, and then the Batgirl symbol. And the back, nothing too special, just says Batgirl, and then the top just says Batgirl as well. Now we get into the piece itself, and here she is. My first overall thoughts: she is awesome. I haven't noticed any QC issues on this piece at all, but that does not mean it is perfect. There is no statue that is perfect. Forgive me, I'm just gonna quickly just move some stuff around here. Sorry for the... Oh, and now that's too close. There we go. Should be pretty good. Sorry for the light. I'll give you guys up close detail later in the video. But for right now, I'm just going to give you my overall general thoughts. Really good piece. Best statue I own? No. Best premium format I own? No. She will fit pretty well with my female Sideshow premium format line. She is my last. Anyone who saw my unboxing, if you haven't seen that, check it out. It should be up on my channel right now. So check that out. If you did watch that, however, you do know that this is my final statue in the Birds of Prey threesome, which of course is Huntress, Black Canary, and now I have this Batgirl. So I'm excited about this. I did get this from a second hand, from a seller from Florida. So great transaction, no issues. Came in perfect condition, very well wrapped. So very, very smooth transition there. I'm just going to give you guys here 360. I'm going to start with my negatives on this piece. Paint isn't the best. Doesn't have the best lines. Doesn't have the best... Just the paint overall is a little bit iffy. It's not bad. It's not good either. I'd say the paint would probably be okay. My second issue, my second negative about this piece is I'm not a big fan of the cape. Sure, it's a nice fabric leather material. It's wired. You can pose it a bunch of different ways. I will pose it a couple different ways, but I'm just not a big fan of capes in general. That's not so much about this piece, as more of an overall kind of a thing. This cape is a little bit too big, and the way that the collector before me had it posed kind of shaped it, which of course is perfectly fine because he just left it that way for however long he had it, probably years. But it's still not my favorite. So that is a slight negative. There is some... Okay, when I say there's no QC issues, anyone who wants to know what QC is, it's quality control. It's like something that's out of place, something wrong with the statue. There is teensy-weensy tiny little things. There's a speck on the back of one of her portraits. It's a tiny little speck of something. I can't get it off. Who cares? Really, I'm not gonna be looking at the back of her head very often, if ever. and it's on one of the 2 portraits. Those of you wondering, I did get the exclusive, which does come with this extra head. It is the classic portrait. However, I won't very often, if ever, be displaying her with that. I feel like this portrait is better, the one she has on right now, which is the collector's edition. However, I'm a fan of exclusives that come with a different head or different portrait, so I'm glad that I got this exclusive instead of the collector's edition. I was actually going to buy, I was about to buy the Chris, the Batman statue collectors. I reached out to him when he was selling his, and I asked for the exclusive. He didn't have the exclusive, and his was a little bit too much, so I kind of backed off. But this price was great price on her. One just also went up for purchase for like $70 more than I had bought her for. So I do really feel good about the price that I was able to get her. I got her with, anyone wondering, for $375 plus shipping. So I won't tell you the total, but yeah, okay. But yeah, so that's my general thoughts. Positives about this piece: I am a fan of the sculpt. I am a fan of the pose. It's more of a museum pose compared to the new Batgirl PF, which Sideshow is coming out. I looked into getting that one, but that just seems out of place. You know, the smile, anyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about, it's just not the best it's not my favorite statue. So I decided to go with her because my females that in my Sideshow female line or collection I'm starting now to get, they're almost all museum poses instead of the action pose, which I have actually nothing against action poses as long as it fits. The new PF, which they have coming out, the new Batgirl, would have looked out of place in my current female line, whereas this one fits right in. She's even meant to go with them. Sideshow has a picture of her with the other 2 PFs, which I will show you at the end of this video. So they're meant to go together. Good sculpt, okay paint, good pose. She's just an overall pretty damn good piece. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys in detail. Yes, I'm going to move the camera. I do apologize. Just hang with me. I know my hand can sometimes, it can be moved quite often. Base. I'm not going to show you the bottom of the base. Anyone interested in seeing what that looks like, check out my unboxing. I did show it there. I'm just not going to take her off to show you guys that. So something that I noticed is that there's some flecks or there's some paint. You guys can see that there, like a turquoise. I'd imagine that that's supposed to be there, and mine's not like defective or something. If anyone does have this piece and those are not supposed to be there, let me know in the comments. I'm pretty sure it is supposed to be there because there's a lot, and it's like someone would have had to like customize this to get it to look like that. So that's why I'm pretty sure it is supposed to be there. Now these things on the side, I was told is the house seals of Gotham's Gotham's elite family, but they're all the same, so that's kind of strange. But so they're supposed to be like seals, family crests or whatever. That's what they are, family crests. So also anyone who's wondering more in depth about this character, I will go over it more in a couple minutes or towards the end of the video, so stay tuned for that as well. But now here's look at the detail on the base. The base is whatever. It's a little bit better than the Zatanna's base. Zatanna, my Zatanna PF that I have, this is a little bit better. That's probably my worst base that I own. The base isn't great. It's not the best. It's one of my actually worst, lamest bases I have. But we're not here for the base. Now going up into a boots. Nice done. Good sculpt. Good texture. Is the Batman crest or thing there, which is a Batgirl staple. And then to look at the cape there. I will also show you guys her without the cape on, so you guys can see what that looks like. I mean, this boot's almost identical. There's a couple different wrinkles right there, different textures. Again, the paint. I mean, there's no like colors that look out of place or anything. It's just not the cleanest lines. So I'm just gonna set this down just for a second. Spin her around so you guys can see the back. The boots, back of the boots, the heels. There's no way that would be comfortable to fight in. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, high heels. And then you guys can see there the kind of the paint. Maybe if it focuses, it's just not the cleanest. Back of her legs. Sorry for the pretty light, but then again, that's the shadow of the cape. You guys will see it better once I take the cape off. I will show her like that as well. Just the back of the cape here. Wink, very. I mean, the cape overall is fine. It's a cape. It's posable. It's in pretty good condition. It just sits right on her head, on her shoulders, pretty much. Ooh. Camera down. Okay. Top of the legs, no paint issues. Now, it is all one color, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Would I have liked to see maybe some textures, maybe, a strap, like a gold strap that went across her thigh or something? Yes, it is a little plain, but, it's not a Prime 1. Like, Prime 1 would have done that, but the texture in the knees, that is pretty good. The sculpt, you can see her knee there, the other one going up. The utility belt there with the bat symbol, pretty good. I do like these hands more than the Black Canary hands. Black Canary hands are tiny. They seem like they'd be they're like very, very skinny. So these hands are a little bit bigger, a little bit more muscular, I guess, which makes sense because she would probably be stronger than Black Canary would be. Well, yes and no. Black Canary is older, or supposed to be. Another negative of mine is the fact, I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell, you're not, but that thumb isn't actually on her side. It's just like floating in the air. So that is a negative. I forgot to mention that in my negatives. Going up, good sculpt. This hand, of course. Now, I would have preferred to see a little bit more detail in the batarang there, but it's not terrible. I just feel like they should have added maybe another color. It's just pretty, again, plain. Now, one of the my least, not my least favorite part of the statue, but the worst paint is in the bat emblem right here. It's just a little sloppy. It's not terrible. You guys probably can't even notice it, but there's that. Just another look at the entire thing before I go and take the cape off, which should be very easy. And like that, it's off. So as you guys can see here, she's designed to wear it. I mean, she's got the hump there in her back, so it's designed to go over. But this way you can also get a better look at her arms there, the indents. I don't really know why those are there, but now let's spin her around here, and like when the cape is off, like you guys can see the detail there in the suit. Like you wouldn't be able to see that otherwise. Here we go. Back of the legs. The utility belt. Again, they did add some shading. You guys can see how it's darker gold by those like buckle things. So that's kind of neat. The wrinkles there in the suit, up her back. Again, it's all one color. I would have put maybe a little bit more shading. But then again, it is still pretty good. And then you guys can see there the back and then the hump. I did take off both portraits because I will show you both portraits close. There we go. This is going to be the collector's edition head. So no issues at all with breakage in the hair like my Black Canary PF had. I'll just show you. I'll just spin it around. You guys can tell I did put the cape back on. And I'm a fan of the eyes. I will show you closer the eyes once I show you the portraits up close. But here's this portrait on her. Now I'm just going to quickly set this down again. I do apologize for all the keep setting down, but and then here's going to be the classic look. You guys can choose whichever one you like more, I guess. I'm definitely a fan of the collector's edition head. Zoom on in, zoom on out. So the way that this statue is designed here, I can show you now the portrait very up close and personal here. Maybe if I can get it. So there we go. So the eyes are looking very over to her left, which is, I'm probably going to display her somewhat with her left side on the outside, if that makes sense. So here she is. She's wearing her lips are a little bit like glossy. Not as much as my Black Canary was, but still with a little bit of lip gloss, it looks like. The ears are good. The bat cowl is well done. So there's that portrait, and then here's going to be the exclusive portrait. The eyes are a tiny bit different, but as you guys can see there, they are very well done. She's got a little bit of like makeup or eyeshadow on. There we go. She is very well done. I didn't really show you guys the back of this, so there you go. Good texturing, good color. I'm just not the biggest fan of that portrait overall. That is going to basically be the Batgirl premium format. Pretty simple statue, no other swap outs, no other this or that. I am probably gonna end up displaying her like that with the left side of her cape over her shoulder. I just feel like it looks better. It adds more. You can see more of the statue itself. I may undo it a couple, here and there, just so the cape doesn't end up having issues with it being like that, because it's not meant to be like that. I think it's meant to go exactly basically like that. The cape here, the person I bought this from must have had it, like, I don't know, like maybe like that, because it wants to form. It keeps forming like that. So he may have had it like that. But I'm probably gonna have it more like that. So now, since we're winding things down, let's measure her. She is going to be not my smallest premium format, not my tallest. She is, I would say, just under 20. She's about little under 22 and a half. So she will be bigger than Black Canary, smaller than Huntress, which she should be, because Huntress's base is definitely taller. So if I do that, that actually affects the, so it'll be like that, the cape. Because if I do it more than that, it affects her head. So guys, stay tuned. I will be back in a couple minutes. I'm going to show her in her birds of prey next to the other two. So stay tuned, guys. I'll be right back. Peace. So there she is, guys. In my birds of prey setup, I have Black Canary, Huntress, and Batgirl. Behind them, I have Harley Quinn, Joker, and Poison Ivy. I will move this around, try to get a couple more in front. But to stay focused on the birds of prey, this is a really cool lineup. I'm not the biggest fan of how their capes, if you guys can see that right there, they're kind of tangled, and I'm not the biggest fan of that. I may switch Huntress and Black Canary. The only issue with that is Black Canary is next to Green Arrow, and Green Arrow, of course, and Black Canary always have been basically boyfriend and girlfriend. So, but here you guys go. A little bit more info on Batgirl herself. Her real name is Barbara Gordon, and she is Commissioner Gordon's daughter. Her first appearance was in 1961 in Batman 139. So she's had several incarnations. She was attacked by Joker and paralyzed, and then she became the Oracle, someone who helped Batman with all his technical aspect behind things, the person behind the computer. And then in the latest comic run, which I actually haven't read, but I've heard, she comes back as Batgirl. So there you guys go. One more look at her a little bit closer up. She is a great statue. Anyone interested in picking her up? I believe there is still one available through the Facebook groups. I do not know the guy's name who is selling her, but pick her up, especially if you guys are looking to complete this line. I now have Zatanna, Power Girl, Black Canary, Huntress, Batgirl, Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn, and Poison Ivy in my female line. I also have, out of other PFs I own Joker, I own Green Arrow, and I also have the Red Sonja. So those are all the PFs I own, including, I also have a couple that are in storage. But there we go. There's the Birds of Prey lineup. Thank you guys for watching this review. Please like, share, subscribe, do all that good shit. My next thing I will be reviewing and unboxing in about a week. I do get the Batman Justice League Hot Toy Deluxe. Will be shipping from Sideshow, the Hot Toy. I will be doing an unboxing and a review of that at some point here in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So stay tuned for that. My next statue should be Catwoman or the Wonder Woman New 52. Most likely it will be Catwoman. She's supposed to be coming out sometime before the end of the year. And then it's just a whole bunch of statues I will be getting. I have 7 more. I have 7 on order. All 7 are supposed to ship before June of next year. So I should be getting 7 more statues. I don't know exactly where I'm going to fit them. Don't tell my sister that. But here's a look at my current collection. Real fast, Hot Toys, my main statue focus, New 52. Boom, that guy. Then my whole PF collection basically down here, and then I have Red Sonja's a 10 and powdered all over there in the corner. But I will be doing a room tour at some point, even though it's kind of useless since they're all kind of kabobbled together. But stay tuned, guys. I will be doing a couple statue chats, a couple videos about, of course, the Batman and all that shit. So please like, share, subscribe, do all that good shit. Batgirl is a great addition to my collection. And Skull Vikings, and bye-bye.